Hello, we're live. Hello, my friends. Um, oh, welcome to the channel, Real Lady Electrician. My name's Crystal, and I am a retired electrician. Um, I know I'm umming a lot. I slept pretty good, I thought. I'm feeling tired. I think all this run around this summer is starting to catch up. Um, I've been having some tummy issues. I don't have that cyclosparalysis or whatever it's called. Just a little bit of acid reflux, and that makes it hard to do a lot of stuff. Though, I guess it's not a little bit. Like I can't drink coffee. I'm not drinking or trying to not eat anything too acidic, um, because because it's bothering me. And so I just took a Prilosec, which is, that's my number one for my tummy. I think it's just too much activity, stress, not taking it easy enough. But it's been a busy summer, like I've told you guys. So today our topic is going to be summer season affective disorder, summer sad. We've talked about it in the winter before, but this is in the summer where I think in general, you're supposed to feel happy. It's summertime or just enjoying the vitamin D, right? Just all the things that summer brings. But I have allergies. I can't be in this. It's 100 degree. It feels like 100 degrees right now in Michigan or in Southwest Michigan, Southeast Michigan. I'm sorry, I'm in Southeast Michigan. And so no going outside till later. um but I'm still busy, like making phone calls. And then when I do go outside, I'm, uh, you know, busy there too. Just it's been a busy summer for me. And then I have the little raccoon. I think I told you guys about. If I didn't, he came after the last live. He's a little baby raccoon, no mom. He's been here for I want to say it was 2 weeks on Monday. I think it was 2 weeks on Monday. So I'm feeding him and trying to find some help from the wildlife people, and that's being difficult. Because he didn't come to me till 2 weeks ago, so he's not fully grown. But I'm not going to pick him up because he'll growl or he'll snap. He's been with his mom, I think. I'm thinking maybe she got hit by a car. She got trapped. I didn't know this, but some people, like if they're in your attic and they trap the mama and they don't get the babies can die up there. But he's in good health. He's not like all wrinkled up, shriveled up and stuff. When he came, he was in good health, and I've been feeding him, and he's a little chubba wubba. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep feeding him. I don't want him to die, and then hopefully one day he'll just wander off and be a raccoon. But I'm not teaching him how to be a raccoon, and he doesn't have any buddies here, not even a sibling. He's all alone. So, um, the wildlife people, I thought they were going to be a real help. And then they found out I lived in a park and that he's not in an enclosure. And I'm like, no, I just feed him and he stays in my shed, especially with the weather like it is. I think at nighttime he probably goes out, but I don't pay that much attention to him to see. Um, so I don't know what to do about that. I feel bad because he's not learning to be a raccoon and he needs to do that. But everybody who has raccoons is either full or, like they said, um, if he's not been in an enclosure, they have to find ones that aren't in an enclosure. They got to find the same kind to put them with. And so that's been a big deal because I was thinking about getting licensed, and then once I told them where I lived, they just became non-commutative. So I contacted them yesterday, and they fill up pretty fast. So she said she was full. Gave me another wildlife rescue to call. And I don't necessarily want to take him anywhere. I will if someone has a spot for him, but I just want to make sure that he's okay and that he can become a raccoon. Um, and not a cat, because that's how he found me, because I was feeding the cats food. He found me by the cat food. That's how he found me. So I don't know if that separated him from his mom, but I would think that she would have come around for the cat food as well. If you guys have any ideas about it, let me know. One lady said just feed him and then he'll go on his merry way. I'm like, okay. And I don't even know if it's a he or she. I just call him him. Because I haven't been that close to the. Do you want to say hello to everybody? This is Teoke, my lovey, lovey kitty. Come here. You want to show everybody how cute you are. Share, I'm a baby. I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. Oh, there you go. That's the shot. That's the shot. Mm-mm-mm. Um, and so taking care of my cats, the outside cats and the raccoon, and then I did a garden. I didn't know I was going to get a raccoon, or I probably would have skipped the garden this year. And just trying to keep up with all that, and then just life. We have a lot of stuff going on in our life, um, medical stuff, car stuff, you know, just all the stuff. And then I've been trying to keep the house better with my little ADHD cleaning stuff. But I have to tell you, the one thing that's helped me the most is that distraction basket. I put whatever goes in another room in there, and I don't try to do other things, and that keeps me from being distracted. Excellent idea. If you don't have a distraction basket, you just take a basket, whatever kind you want to, and when you're in a room cleaning, instead of finding something, oh, this goes in the kitchen, and going into the kitchen, and then you see something else in the kitchen, and then you get distracted, because that is just how I work. You put it in a basket, and then when you're done with that room, you take the basket and you put the stuff away where it goes. So if you don't have a distraction basket and you need one like I do, I highly recommend it. So let's see. Oh, so today we're talking about seasonal affective disorder in the summer, and this helps. This makes me feel good. But I have to tell you, um, yeah, when I can get a chance to sit down, I really want to sit and veg, but my mind is racing 100 miles an hour. I'm taking my medicine, but life is life, right? And we just have to push through. So that's what I'm doing, but I am real tired, and tomorrow I might be able to just chill out. No, no, no. Um, Tomorrow is a doctor's appointment. I have to put it. It's not up on my calendar on the thing, so I have to do that. So yeah, I've just been busy, and I'm not complaining about it, because being busy keeps you young, keeps you mentally challenged. But just my stress level. I mean, it's not horrible. I just have a little bit of acid reflux. I think that happens to everybody. I'm just telling you what's going on with me. So, yeah. So, because of the allergies, I've been having a little trouble sleeping. Um, and so I'm feeling the seasonal affective disorder stuff for summer. And I think that everything I just said is probably what other people feel as well. Like, you still have to function and you still have things to do. So you do them, you can get down and lick your belly. Um, but I think since it's late July, it's catching up. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're chugging along. Like, if you have kids, they're out of school. So you have even extra stuff than I do. So You're chugging along, June. Now it's end of July. You're heading into August, and it's just starting to be like, wow, I really haven't. I need a relaxation. I need a nice 70-degree day where I can go outside and just putz around my yard. And I haven't had that. When I go out, it's hot. So it's feed the cats, feed the raccoon, water the plants, clean up whatever I can get cleaned up. Um, at least my little work area in the back is now it's good, it's clean, not a lot of weeds, looks great, easy to use when I need to clean something up. So there is that. And then we had a big storm, and I think my lavender plants are dead now because it was just too much water. I bought two from Aldi's. They were beautiful, though. They were beautiful plants. And I'm just not having any luck with lavender. Like, this is like my fourth or fifth lavender since I've been here. One my friend bought me. One, yeah, the first one I lost. The one my friend bought me died. These two have died, I believe, because there's no green on them. It's all brown, woody stuff. So I'm like, how do I trim it? And they're like, you got to trim it above the green. So I'm like, there's no green stuff. So I think they might be done. I am going to trim them back, though, and see if I can't bring them back to life. Because what it is they're just too wet. They don't like it so wet. And I haven't put them in a different pot like I should have. So I will be doing that, but I haven't had time to do that because of all the things I'm doing. And then my knee hurts, so I can only do so much. Once I'm done doing that run around at like 8:30 with the cats and the plants I'm done and I'm ready for bed at 9. And yeah. So that's my time I relax. I go to bed and watch some TV, lay there, try not to overthink too much. Take my medicine, that usually helps. And then yeah. And so it's starting to catch up with me. So I'm feeling the seasonal affective, the summer sad is what we're going to call it. And let me just go ahead and we'll go to the, I looked it up on Google. So here's what we've got. Can I make that any bigger? Oh, here, let's make this bigger. No, that wasn't it. What is this? Nope. That's too much. Okay. Oh, I know. It's because I should be reading it from the other page. That's the problem. Summer seasonal affective disorder. Summer seasonal affective disorder, SAD, often called summer depression, is a form of SAD where depressive episodes occur during the warmer months. It's triggered by heat, humidity, disrupted sleep from longer days. That is a thing too, because when I try to go to bed at 9, it's daylight out. So, and social pressures, like we're running around doing more stuff. Unlike winter SAD, symptoms primarily include insomnia, decreased appetite, weight loss, anxiety, and irritability. Oh, wait. Unlike winter SAD, summer SAD symptoms include insomnia, decreased appetite, weight loss, anxiety, and irritability. Key differences of summer versus winter SAD. While winter seasonal affective disorder is typically characterized by lethargy, overeating, and oversleeping, summer SAD features a reverse set of symptoms. Insomnia. Later twilights and increased heat make it difficult to fall or stay asleep. Weight loss and poor appetite. Unlike winter craving, summer depression often causes a loss of appetite. And for me, the loss of appetite is I think that's the stomach acid thing, but still. Agitation and anxiety. Instead of a general low energy, summer SAD brings restlessness, irritability, and heightened anxiety. Social and body images stress. The pressure to be happy, coupled with self-consciousness about wearing summer clothing, often leads to social withdrawal. Now that I don't have so much now that I'm older. I'm like, I put the shorts on. If you don't, if it's not your thing, then just, Don't look at me. I'm fine with all of that. Um, so if you know me, you know that that's, pretty much how I am. So, causes. The exact biological environmental mechanisms behind summer sad are still being researched, but experts believe it involves a combination of factors. Circadian disruption, the extended daylight hours can overstimulate the body's internal clock and disrupt wake and sleep cycles. And now, this is totally a tangent. Today, I saw that the House passed we're going to stay on daylight savings time for everybody, everywhere, all the time, and I'm not a fan of that, but I don't like the time change. So I'm okay with no time change. But this daylight till 10 o'clock, I know they're like, when you're younger, you're at summer parties and stuff. But for me right now, at my age, with what's going on in my life, I'd like for it to be dark at 9. I'm okay with that hour difference, um, instead of 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I'm okay with that. And so I am looking forward to see what else occurs here, because I would like to be not I don't want the time changed anymore, but I don't want to be in daylight savings time. So this is what they say, get rid of daylight savings time, but that I don't think a lot of people understand. I don't I want to get rid of daylight savings time, but I just don't want the time change anymore. So pick a time. I don't care. Pick a time. I just don't want the time change anymore. We don't need it. And daylight savings time is the one that gives us extra time in the summer. So, like, that's why the fireworks don't start till 10 p.m., because it's not dark until just before 10. You know, that's just an opinion. But I would like to be on standard time with no time changes. It's not necessary. So, just like there are other states that do that. I mean, standard time, no time changes. Oh, wait, what did I just do? Oh, I think I just messed it up. All right, here we go. Okay. So let's go back to summer. Okay. That's the circadian disruption. Physiological stress, uncomfortable high temperatures, humidity, and increased pollen causing inflammation can negatively impact mood and energy levels. Absolutely. And you know what I didn't do last night when I came in? I was tired, so I went to bed and I didn't wash my face. So when I woke up this morning, my eyes were all itchy and that, gooey. And thank God for those dollar store eye wipes. If you guys haven't tried those yet and you need them, like I do because of allergies, I really like them. They don't burn or sting your eyes, they just get all the stuff off, the crusties and stuff, and it's whatever's in them. Could just be like water, but I think it's more than that because it even moisturizes a little bit. Where if you just put water on your face, it kind of dries it out a little bit. Okay, let's go back over here. So, yeah, physiological stress. Okay, and psychological factors. The intense contrast between the carefree, active lifestyle, often portrayed in summer, and a person's inner feelings can lead to guilt, isolation, and FOMO, fear of missing out. So, yeah, a carefree, active lifestyle. Yeah, mine's not carefree. It's been pretty active. So, let's go to management and treatment. This is the Google AI section. And then I want to go to Cleveland Clinic after this and take a look, see. Alrighty. Okay. If your mood is impacting your daily life, work, or relationships, it is important to seek support. Treatment strategies for summer sad typically include temperature control, keeping the living and workspace cool with air conditioning, blackout curtains, and block excessive sunlight and heat. And I do that. When I'm in my house, I am comfortable. But there's always something to do, right? In the house, always something to clean. I've been getting after my husband to try. I'm like, when you make your coffee, just wipe the counter off. I mean, how hard is that? That's me complaining about my husband. He's a good husband, but he just is messy. And with just the two of us, it seems like I shouldn't have to have this much stuff to clean. All right. Maintaining a strict routine, go to bed and waking up at the exact time every day to stabilize your body's circadian rhythm. And I try to do that, but it is summer. So what happens? Sometimes you hang out with family. Sometimes you hang out with friends. Sometimes I'm getting up early. Sometimes I'm getting up late. Sometimes hey, Meadow Music, lose an hour, get an hour, lose an hour, get an hour. It affects the wiring of our brain. Yes. I just don't want them to be changing the time anymore. Just pick one. Just pick one. Yeah. I think it's just it's not effective anymore. It's not for what it was used for before. It's just not effective. And I don't need daylight in the summer until 10 o'clock. I mean, 9 o'clock is fine. So I agree with you. Let's see, summer. Go to bed and wake up. Yeah, it's hard to do in the summer to go to bed and wake up at the same time because of all the activities you got going on. Sometimes I get up early, like I said. Sometimes I go to bed early. Sometimes I go to bed late. My husband and I, we hang out once a week. We have a date night. And then I see my sister. I like to hang out with her. And then I have my friend Shirley. I like to hang out with her. And then we have doctor's appointments. And, getting up at the same time every day is not always feasible. And going to bed at the same time is not always feasible. So there's that. Therapy and medication, traditional treatments such as cognitive behavioral therapy and antidepressant medications are highly effective. And I am on the medications. I am taking them. So they are effective. So I can get to sleep. Like I said, it's the anxiety part right now, just all the activity going on and my stomach. The only thing right now that I can't do is have coffee and eat like spicy food too much. Professional support. If you need to speak to someone right away and are looking for a local mental health service, you can reach out to the confidential SAMHSA National Helpline. That's good. Excuse me. We're going to go to that Cleveland Clinic. Why summer depression happens. Oh, okay. So, yeah. And again, we know summer or seasonal depression isn't the same for everybody. These are just guidelines or generalizations. If you really want more definitive diagnoses and assistance, you would go to a professional. Okie doke. Why summer depression happens and how to cope. Seasonal depression is usually associated with cold weather, but it can affect you in the summer too. And I've never really put the two and two together until we started looking at the winter seasonal depression, and they did mention that it can be any season. Summer is often painted as carefree and light, birds chirping, long sunny days, people spilling outside to enjoy it all. But the vibrant energy of summer can sometimes feel less than sunny. Some people call it summer depression, others call it summer sadness or summer blues. And it can make you feel like you're out of sync with everything around you, like the world is opening up while you're shutting down. The contrast between your inner and outer worlds can be confusing and isolating, but you're not alone. Adam Borland, PSYD, explains that summer depression is and what you can do about it. Summer depression is a form of seasonal affective disorder where depression symptoms appear during the spring and summer months. We tend to think of sad as a wintertime issue that creeps up as the days get shorter, but other season shift changes can trigger sad too. Summer seasonal affective disorder is less prevalent than winter depression, Dr. Borland notes, but like sad in the winter, it's linked to feelings of irritability and frustration and can result in insomnia, low energy, and lack of motivation. Um, yeah, who do we have here right now? So I'm just not feeling well. I mm, yeah, I just don't feel good. So I'm thinking I might cut this short. I know it's not even 2 o'clock yet. We just started, but yeah, the more we talk about it, it seems like the more stressed I get. So maybe I need to stop talking about it. Yeah, just not feeling very good right now. I don't know what else to say. I just don't feel like talking. Um, I'm tired. Give me a second, and I'll try to go back to that. Alrighty. So let's go back and read some more. We'll at least try to go to two, and see how I feel. All right. Um, Summer seasonal affective disorder is less prevalent than winter depression, but like SAD in the winter, it's linked to feelings of irritability and frustration. Why it happens. Let's do this. Experts are still learning about the causes of SAD and summer depression, but Dr. Borland says it's likely not just one thing. It's a combination of physiological and environmental issues. Some common summertime SAD triggers include weather. High temperature can drain your energy and affect your mood. Our bodies may respond negatively to the heat and humidity, making you feel fatigued and exhausted. Changes in sleep. We talked about that. It can push your bedtime later, disrupting your routine. And that has been really true because 9 o'clock, it's like bright outside. Um, and then going out and doing the yard stuff just before I go to bed is not helping either. But I can't go out any earlier because it's too hot. So, um, changes in sleep. Longer days can push your bedtime later, disrupting your routine. That shift can leave you feeling tired, overwhelmed, and out of rhythm. Maybe that's it. I'm just out of rhythm. Summer often brings schedule changes for sure, from vacations to kids being home from school. That can add stress and anxiety for some people. Dr. Borland notes social pressures and FOMO. There can be pressure to feel happy and be active. Seeing others enjoy summer on social media can make you feel anxious or like you're not doing enough. Now that I don't really, I don't do that. Like I said, I'm not a lot on YouTube anymore. I am on Instagram and then Facebook a little bit as well. So the social pressures and FOMO, I understand people feeling that way. That's not the part that's affecting me. The body image concerns we talked about. Um, you may feel self-conscious about your wardrobe. The discomfort can make you want to skip social situations. Um, I'm at an age where that's not too much of a problem. Seasonal allergies, as pollen increases during the warmer months, it can lead to inflation, which has been linked to depression, Dr. Borland points out. And definitely having allergies. So, summer depression symptoms show up around late spring and early summer and ease when seasons change. In some way, summer sad symptoms are the opposite of what you would experience in the winter. For example, your SAD may cause you to have an increased appetite in the winter, while during the summer you lose your appetite. You may notice other more typical symptoms of depression like anxiety, irritability, trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, restlessness, headaches, or migraines. I know that's huge right now, especially with storms and the weather changing and things. I am get a sinus headache. I don't get migraines, but I know several people who do get migraines. Low energy or fatigue, lack of motivation, and social isolation. The signs could simply be a temporary bout of summer blues, or they may come back every year. Tips for managing sad in the summer. Some small, steady changes can help you shake off the summer blues. Dr. Borland recommends these strategies. Stick to a routine. Structure can help stabilize your mood. Try to wake up at the same time each day and follow a regular bedtime routine, even when your schedule shifts. That's difficult in the summer. So, you know, stick to a routine if you can. If you can't, I mean, you just do the best you can. This one might be a good one. Track your mood. Paying attention to changes in your mood, energy, and behavior and writing them down can help you notice patterns and triggers. Journaling also gives you space to process your feelings instead of keeping them bottled up. Um, yeah, I'm not a big journaler, but if you are, that can be very helpful to you. Stay cool and set limits. Overheating can worsen symptoms. Take breaks indoors, use air conditioning, and plan outdoor activities during cooler parts of the day. I try to do that, but you can't always do that. Sometimes you have to go out in the 100-degree weather. I have air conditioning in the car, and usually the places we go have air, so that's good. Set realistic summer expectations. Remind yourself you don't have to do everything. Limiting social media and setting personal boundaries can reduce pressure and anxiety. When to seek help. It's not always easy to tell the difference between temporary summertime sadness and something more serious. But summer depression is, like any other kind of depression, a serious medical condition. Unlike fleeting feelings of sadness or depression, no matter the season, can keep you from living a full life. So it's something to take seriously. Dr. Borland suggests asking yourself whether your mood is affecting your daily life, including work, relationships, or your ability to get through the daily routine. If your answer is yes, consider reaching out to a healthcare provider or mental health professional. They can rule out other causes for your symptoms and consider whether medication, therapy, or other treatments could help. Um, I'm doing okay in those areas. I'm working with my sister, and we're busy there as well. Relationships or your ability to get through daily routine, I'm doing fine there. Like I said, just trying to keep the house clean and noticing that my husband is very, very messy. Um, your ability to get through your daily routine. Okay, if you're having trouble with any of these, if the answer is yes, consider reaching out to a healthcare provider or mental health professional. They can rule out the causes for your symptoms and consider whether medication, therapy, or other treatments could help. Pursuing treatment options shows strength, not weakness. Dr. Borland encourages. And so do we here. We believe treatment is the best way to go, and it shows that you're a strong person, not a weak person. If you experience thoughts of harming yourself or others, seek emergency care by calling 911 services or contact Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988 for confidential emotional support. Okay. That was the end of the article. We'll go back to the main page and see who's here. Hi, Michelle. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Good. Flonase is so good for sinus allergies and changing of seasons. Yep, I use a Nasacort now, and that works really good for me as well. I use Flonase in the winter and the Nasacort in the summer. And so I do, yeah, Flonase works really well. So there is that. How are you doing today, Michelle? Um, just I'm just feeling kind of, it's my stomach. It's my stomach. So when my stomach is bothering me, I don't have and I keep saying it wrong. I think it's cyclosporine, it's CY something. Cysporine. Anyways, that bacteria that people are getting. I think I'm having stress. Like I've been too busy. I haven't taken time just to rest. it's summer. There's a lot going on, and it's starting to catch up with me, I think. And so I haven't felt bad all summer, but just recently, just trying to get a lot of stuff done, and just having a little bit of acid reflux and not really wanting to eat anything heavy, but that's because it's hot. We're in Southeast Michigan today. It's like feels like 102 or something. It's not, the temperature's not that, but with the humidity's at 70%, so it's pretty high. And just feeling just blah today, especially. I think it's just catching up with me. And then last night I had some trouble sleeping, so that's not helping either, right? So I'm not real chatty. I'm not feeling real social today. So um I'm not sick. It's just it's I think it's overproducing acid because it's just been busy, 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 and now it's catching up with me. Like I haven't taken time to relax or for my mind to relax at least, things like that. So what we're talking about today is summer seasonal affective disorder, because we've talked before about it in the winter, and now they're paying more attention to it. So now they're seeing that it can happen in the spring and the summer as well. And I think it's just catching up with me right now. Just being so busy and active and trying to keep things up. And sometimes you just got to stop and go, hold up. I need a second. I need a day just to, I don't know, just to, what do they call that? Bed rot. Just to bed rot. So there is that. um, yeah. So I thank you for coming, Michelle, but I don't think I'm going to stand for much longer. I just don't feel good. And you can rewind and watch if I don't know how long it takes for that to show up. I just tell you all my stuff and why I'm feeling crappy. And yeah, and my stomach just started to bother me in the last week or so, and I thought, well, it's just I've just been eating too much stuff. And it's not that bacteria infection where people get the explosive, you know, diarrhea. Not that. No. That's big in Michigan now apparently. So, I don't know. They say the bagged lettuce. Don't eat the bagged lettuce and wash everything real good. So, I'm doing that. Um yeah, just trying to stay cool, and I just don't feel good today. I think that's what it is. I think it's catching up with me. Just always something to do, something to do, something to do. Um, and I'm not complaining because I love that I have a lot to do. Keeps me busy. I think it's just catching up with me just in this last week or so. It's like I've been going since May, actually, June, most of July, and now the end of July. It's catching up to me, not taking time and just relaxing. And it's too hot right now to do any of that outside, which I would love to do outside. I miss those. Like we had like a week or two of 70 degrees and then it was gone. And now it's high 80s, 90s, hundreds. And yeah. And I do worry. I think there is some worry in there, which I didn't address. I just thought about it. I worry about my outside cats. So I make sure they've got water. Um, they've eaten. I know the food isn't it's the water. I make sure they got fresh water, cool water, um, keeping the water out of the sun and place they can access it. And yeah, so I do worry about that too. I think that might lend to the anxiousness and the tummy issues as well. Because you don't realize it, but that does weigh on you. eventually. And I talked earlier, I have a little baby raccoon out there. He's he's between 3 and 5 months, so he's not a baby. I guess I need to clarify that because people think I have an actual little baby. I don't. When he came here, he came here to get cat food, to eat the crunchy cat food. So I believe he was already weaned, and so I'm not picking him up and petting him and things like that. I don't want him to be used to humans. I want him to be a raccoon. And so I am feeding him and making sure he has fresh water. But he's all alone. No mama, no sisters, no brothers, nothing like that. But he's in good condition. So I think he had a mama. I don't know if she was taken or if she was hit by a car or whatever. So I've been trying to get help with him, and the wildlife people. They were real helpful, but they're all full because I have one baby raccoon and they have like dozens. And I don't really have, since I'm in a trailer park, I don't really have, like I was talking about becoming a licensed wildlife person just for the raccoon. And once I told them I lived in a trailer park, they were like, I don't think you're going to be able to, have any of like you need to have a shelter for them. And I'm assuming it's a pretty big size shelter, and they don't think, yeah. So that fell through, which is not a problem. I don't have kittens this year either. That hurt my feelings a little bit, but I'm over it because I'm so busy doing other stuff. I think God had a plan. It just wasn't meant for me to have kittens this year. So, and my girls outside are fixed. So no babies in my shed, in my yard, anywhere like that. And they closed that hole up in the back of the house next door. That's where the cats would go. So they closed that up. So they all had to find new places to be. And so, yeah. So the only two that come regularly are my two black cats. And then there's a yellow boy, and he's not fixed. But since my girls are fixed, there's no kittens here. And then another boy, he's fixed. He comes once in a while. He hangs out with the little orange boy, I think, and they come at nighttime. But my two little black cats, my girls, they come in the morning and at night. And the raccoon's here. He's in the shed. He's here all the time. Most of my stuff is in plastic boxes, so I'm not worried about him tearing anything up in there. If anything, he needs to watch out because I have tools all over the place, so he doesn't get hurt. So, yeah, there is that. So I think I'm going to go, and it's just because I just don't feel good. I would love to stay longer, but yeah, it's not you, it's me. So I have a little sense of humor, but I don't know. It's just hitting me all at once today. It was because I am on Wellness Wednesday and I stopped for a second and I'm talking about it. But even last night I had to take a Prilosec because of the acid reflux. And usually I had cereal for breakfast, so usually milk calms me down unless it's anxiety, and that's why I think it's anxiety. So, oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you. I know everybody has bad days, so yeah, I'm gonna rest today. Tomorrow I have an appointment, but Friday I might be able to rest all days. No, Friday I have to work. So today I will rest. And hopefully I will feel better next week. So thank you so much, Michelle. And Metal Music was here earlier. And I'm going to let you guys go early because I'm just not feeling good. So thank you so much for coming. I will talk to you. I don't know if I'm going to be here next week, but it looks like I might be able to be. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody. Bye.